are you to play Duke come Tuesday, home state school?
Frankly, it's no different. I mean, I don't have to go over Duke's storied success and their history. We're looking forward to Duke. They're our opponent, and it's gonna be fun.
You shot much better this time around. Was there a different mindset coming into this game as opposed to the first exhibition?
I knew we were going to have open threes. They really collapsed on drives. We went over that. We watched film on it. I credited a really good shooting session around 4:30 here in the arena with Riley, Welsh, and Keon. I was just ready to go. I knew I was going to have opportunities to make shots. It was up to me to take advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, you guys returned just so much experience this year, a college basketball experience with you being a fourth-year guy. Do you think Coach Cal maybe expects a little bit more out of you guys because of your experience?
I'd say naturally, yes. He can kind of rely on some veteran experience. When other teams go on a run, when it's up to veterans are capable of bringing the team together, trying to spark energy, in huddles. But at the end of the day, I think he has a standard of excellence here that he requires every team to live up to. It helps. You don't have to go over things maybe as many times, walkthroughs, film sessions. But all in all, he's going to keep the same standard for us, which is a Kentucky standard.
When you have a game like this, a challenge like this, how do you appreciate it at the end when you won?
Yeah, I was saying earlier, you don't learn that much if you win by 50 or 60. Against Kentucky Wesleyan, we had to tighten up interior defense and protect the paint better. We did that, and now, like I said, it's evident we need to guard the three a little bit. 11 threes in the first half is that's just too many threes. But so that exposed some stuff we got to tighten up on. And it's a long season. I think there's no need to
Did that kind of
panic.
Did that kind of surprise you all the way that they came out shooting the threes? How much of an adjustment was it?
It definitely surprised us to some degree. Just period, no matter who you're playing. 11 threes in a half of college basketball is, that's a lot of threes. That's very impressive. So, but Cal always says, every time a team plays us, it's their Super Bowl. So those guys were, excited and ready to go. And credit to them, they made shots and they really brought it to us. Put us on our heels.
In the first half, what was that process like in terms of how to adjust? Because I think he had called a couple timeouts. I think after they had made their third one and maybe after like their sixth one or something. And, what was the frustration in trying to adjust and shut it down?
Yeah, well, you can't shoot. If you do, credit to you. But you can't shoot like that and maintain that consistency and rhythm for an entire game. So we knew eventually they would cool off. And we also trusted that we would start getting out on shooters. In the second half, they had that little 9-0 run towards the very end of the game, but for the most part, we guarded the three-point line very well in the second half. And we just got to have that sense of urgency and that collective committal to guarding the three-point line in the first half to start games.
Tuesday night, Kentucky Duke. You excited? What does that mean to you?
It's our next opponent, so I'm excited. I don't have to go on about Duke's story tradition, and we have, our tradition as an excellent program. So college basketball's about it. We're excited to have that challenge.
Did you watch the game 3 years ago when they played?
I probably did. Watched a lot of basketball.
What'd you think of it? It sounds like it didn't make any impression on you that game.
So what was 3 years ago? Was that Tyler's team?
3 years.
Quick's team?
Yeah, that's prior to time, I think.
I think 3 years ago was Tyler's team. It was 2 years ago was Quick's team, and they played Michigan State, right?
Right.
I probably watched it, honestly. I don't remember.
What are the big things you all need? We talked about 3-point defense. Just what are the other kind of things you all really need to hammer home in the next few days?
You know, 3-point defense. We worked on interior defense as a result of the Kentucky Wesleyan game. That's something we got to be prepared for Duke on. So guarding the 3-point line, guarding the interior, being efficient in our rotations, putting our bodies in front of people, taking charges, and then on offense, when the ball snaps and guys drive the catch and it just moves, we're very tough to guard, and that's how we got great shots tonight. When we hold the ball, we're not as effective. So I think we just got to continue to harp on great ball movement, driving gaps, and playing for each other.
How do you think Xavier played?
I thought he was great. I thought he ignited our run in the beginning of the second half. Played his tail off. Excuse me. He played his tail off, and he, his energy was infectious. We all kind of followed suit. He got the crowd extremely excited, and I think Xavier was, a huge part of why this game turned around.
The Miles coach was saying he kept waiting for Xavier to get tired. He thought, that he would fatigue.
Yeah, I mean, he showed a lot of resiliency tonight, picking up 75 feet full court almost, getting up under guys, turning guys, force them into turnovers. That certainly wears you down, but he showed a lot of fight tonight.
How would you grade your performance overall just through your first 2 exhibition games?
Tonight or the first 2?
The first 2 overall.
I'm not sure. I was obviously a lot better tonight. Our last game, it was, other guys had it going, and there were some things I could have been better on, but I'm not into giving letter grades and that type of stuff. I think I was improved today, and I think our team did some good stuff.
You think that's just going to kind of be a thing throughout the season? Is just whoever's kind of got the hot hand? Kyle was even talking about next man up type thing. Is that just kind of how this team's going to operate?
Yeah, I mean, we certainly have our core guys, but everybody here is good enough to have a day, have their day, and it's important to be a unit and for all of us to be ready for our opportunities.